In this demonstration, we'll have a look at how we can initiate hardware inventory collection on the client. We'll also see how to use Resource Explorer and Config Manager reports to view the inventory results. So what I've done here is I've come onto my client machine, I've come into Control Panel, I've gone to System and Security, and what I'm going to do at this point here is just click on the Config Manager agent. Then what we want to do here is we just want to actually initiate hardware inventory. So what we need to do is we just need to come to the Actions pane. And on the Actions pane here, what we're going to do is the first thing is we're going to go for our machine policy retrieval and evaluation cycle to just run against our default client settings. So we'll run that now. It says here that this may take several minutes to finish, so we'll select OK at this point here. And then the next thing to do is come for our hardware inventory cycle. And again, what we're going to do is we're going to click Run Now. Again, it says it may take several minutes to finish, so we'll select OK. Select OK, and we'll just close down Control Panel. Next thing we want to do here is we just actually want to run the Resource Explorer. In order to do that, we'll just come into our Config Manager admin console. Then what we'll do is we'll come to Assets and Compliance. And within Assets and Compliance, we'll click Devices. Then we're just going to come to Launch CFG, we're going to right click, and what we're going to do here is we're just going to start, and we're just going to start Resource Explorer. Within here what we'll do is we'll just expand up hardware so we can see the various hardware. So let's go for example for memory. So what we can see here is we can see Windows Server 2012 data center, see the total page size. If we scroll this along a little bit, you can see the total physical memory, total virtual memory, and so on. Another example, let's go for processor. Within processor, we've got an Intel Xeon CPU, so we can see the type of processor. And finally, just one more. Let's go for our disk drives. And within our disk drives, we can see we've got two physical disk drives, 0 and 1. Now what we'll do here is we'll just minimize this down. Let's go for our hardware history. So let's go for memory. So what we have here is we've got our physical memory. So what we can see here is we can see current physical memory, and we can see 2013, we can see the history. So we can see a difference between the two. Not much of a difference. To be honest, no difference at all. And then finally, just on Resource Monitor, what we also have as well is we have software. So we could have a look at the collected files. There aren't any. File details aren't any. We haven't actually run a software inventory on this device. So what we'll do is we'll close down Resource Explorer. And we can also get some information out of the report. So let's go for monitoring. Within monitoring, what we're going to do here is we're just going to go to reporting. We'll just expand up the node, and within the node we'll go for reports. As we can see, this does return back quite a few reports. So if we just scroll this down, we can see there's absolutely loads of reports associated with Config Manager. Let's just get down to the H's, and within the H's here we've got some hardware. So what we'll do is we'll just scroll this up a little bit. So as we can see, we have quite a few different hardware reports that we can have in place here. Now what we've also got across here, if we just click on the little drop down, we can see that we've got the reports also by category. So let's just go for the first one here. Let's go for hardware disk. And within hardware disk, it gives us the reports that we can run against the hardware disk. We've also got a similar sort of thing with hardware general. Let's go for hardware memory as well. And what we can also see as well, we've got hardware memory as well. So if we right click at this point here, we can run with the report and get some information relating to the various reports. And that's the end of this demonstration. Thanks very much.